war. Relevant that we don't just stuck into February. We go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. You have another month? Oh, well, we can create another month and put it in the toe. Africa. Teach your children about Africa. Suppose I tell Jamaican people something. Would you believe me? You know, so there are teachers. Listen to me, I say, seriously. We can stop the music here. There are teachers in Jamaica that don't know that Egypt is in Africa still. I mean, years ago, we book up that already. We go to a school in Amagati and we draw a map of Africa upon the board and ask everybody which part Egypt in it. None of the students them couldn't answer. And I ask, no, we never draw the map yet. Because I didn't really want to find out about this Egypt, because I talk about Egypt. And none of the teacher them could have tell me, say, Egypt in Africa. I mean, I've tried to tell them, but, you know, so the first time when I hear about Egypt in the Bible, and which part of the thing say the place there, geographically. But because the student them, or because the person don't learn, teach geography in a school, in a church, it's very difficult for you to assimilate that outside a church. And I am telling you now that in this period of Jamaica, in this time here, you have teachers who's teaching your children that don't know that Egypt is in Africa. What a serious, serious thing. And if I tell you some more things that them don't know, I mean, I talk about personal experience, you know. If I tell you about some things else where them don't know, you'd marvel. You have to, watch out. It's very important that, you know, it's when your youth come home, we know the argument, but you're tired and you want to go to your bed and you know want to pick the bad you and all them something there. But that is the only time a whole heap of Jamaican right now, because them set up the system that you don't have no family structure again. You don't have no family structure again in a Jamaica. So, we know the argument about, boy, you're tired and you want to go sleep now and you don't want to pick the bad you and all them something there. But you know, the children, them is in serious, serious danger of not knowing simple little things, even though them have a computer. Because most of them, when them go up on the computer, is not something where is educational or is of value. Most of them, we don't talk about little bit now, you know, we are talking about the majority of youth, including the brethren that sit down beside me as well. Them not go on them iPad and iWad and iPad and all these things. They figure find out no information about nothing. History or worldwide thing. Them all them look on is either who cock up most, who turn around the most, who bend down the most, which new dance is the most, which artists now get this, which artists I get that, who are fight that. It's a serious thing, a very, very serious thing. We need to take this thing in hand because the teachers them, believe you me, the teachers them need to be taught. When you ask, that's true, when you ask teachers who look very Christian to you and you ask them, so anybody here know who is Abraham? It embarrassed me. It embarrassed me. If you ask a group of student teachers and teachers, anybody here know who is Abraham and who was Abraham's wife? And it's crazy. Click it.
Enter the world of Smirnoff.
Art of war. You know, so we're not stop playing that tune, yeah? We're not stop playing that tune, yeah? This is the theme song for the next couple of months. Believe you me. You find it strange. But I want to tell you, if it's not a very, I mean, if it's not a unique person, maybe unique in walking backwards, but you have some man in India named the Sadhus. The Sadhus are some people where them dreadlocks same way, like smoke ganja and everything same way, but them take for them pen and serious. There's one man that hold up him hand in the ear for about 15 years. Him have him hand in the ear. Him not take it down. 15 years. And him up there, it up there so long now that it get petrified, it can't bring it down. This is not no joke business. I say Brian a laugh, but it's true, Brian. Yeah, me have picture it, my wife and I, me have picture with me and my wife sit down. Him and her sit down together. The man hold up him man up in the year. At 15 years, the man up them, no put it down at all, you know. You have man in India will stand up, pan them 1 foot, pan a wall for all 2 years. Them no move. People bring food, come give them and them no move at all. Don't ask me how them go to toilet, believe you me. But I was serious people them that. When them have the penance and things, them have some shoes with them walking away. You try to figure out how them walking night. But people go through all these things. And them call it penance in India. You know, we not call it penance shoe, we not walk without shoes still. But you know, what I say is that this man I walk backwards for 25 years. You want to see me walk across the road, you know, on the internet, you know. You can't find it on the internet, you know. And the man I walk backwards, I go across the road. Everybody look like I never walk backwards. But it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. Believe you me. This is something to behold. In India, these people who do these unusual things. Yeah, man. Very unusual things. Okay, so we want to turn to this story, you know, where it's an old story still, but, you know, we can't say the old story is old because it's still new when it comes on to the government. Now, I hope people don't know this, but the first lady, I will keep repeating it now, I have to keep saying the same thing over and over. The first lady is not the Prime Minister in Jamaica. The first lady is the Governor General's wife. The Governor General represents the Queen of England. Every Jamaican is supposed to know that. The Governor General represents the Queen of England. Jamaica is an independent country according to what they tell us, that we got independence on the 6th of August, on a Monday the 6th of August, 1962. But we maintain our Commonwealth connection, we maintain the crown. So when you go to court, who is trying you is the crown. So the crown versus the people. The crown versus Brian. The crown versus John Tam. Not the people. If you notice that in America, it's when them in a court, them say the people versus John Tam. That means that it is the people, the concept of the collective is trying to get justice for the people. In Jamaica, they are trying to get justice for the Queen of England. This is not no twist and turn. And in the parliament, they swear to the Queen and her successors. No. This leads me to this thing, you know. The government of Jamaica, for those of you who never hear this story, believe it or not, the government of Jamaica, them have a prayer that them say in Parliament, and the prayer is to the Queen and her family. This is a normal thing in the modern era of Jamaican history, that men and women stand up in Parliament and say a prayer for the Queen and her family. There is no prayer for the people of Jamaica. The government pray for the Queen. I want the Jamaican people understand that. What is the implication of your government standing up in the house that represents, or supposed to represent the people? We are in an illusion if we think that that place represents the people. The Parliament in Jamaica represents the Queen, because everything that is done in that Parliament is symbolic of England. Even the wig that the house bearer is the man with the down pan, it's only not England people do that. Are people who still under colonialism. Now, I could tell you about the prayer. I could say the prayer. So, we want to thank Keshima. Yes, before we forget, I could thank Keshima Francis. And I could thank Samantha, and Brian, and who is my for thank? Joy. Who is my for thank? The operator, Mr. Young, and I will thank everybody. Okay. hear the prayer now, where these people talk. So we know say the government not have nothing to do with the people, you know, even though they might go on like them at this and that. And this is symbolism, you know. This is symbolism, but symbolism represents what the gods of the nation represent. The Parliament of Jamaica, as it stands today, does not represent the Jamaican people. The Parliament represents the Queen of England, Almighty God, by whom alone kings reign and prince decree justice, and from whom alone cometh all counsel, wisdom, and understanding. We thine unworthy servants have gathered in thy name, so most humbly beseech thee to send down thy heavenly wisdom from above. You know, so we have an aim. We have to come in for all of the line, you know, because it is amusingly scary to me. It's amusingly scary. Now, you know, so you have a line of the national anthem to grant us wisdom from above. That is why the Minister of Security can come tell you, say, he might look for divine intervention, you know, because the national anthem, John tell you, say, must search for it in above. Now, hear the prayer tell you, say, no. We are unworthy servants, you know. That is what it says, you know. Because remember them say, again, we were born in sin and shape in iniquity. So if you're born in sin and shape in iniquity, you know, you're in a serious problem. All right, so let's say now, we thine unworthy servants, here gathered in thy name, do most humbly beseech thee to send down thy heavenly wisdom from above to direct and guide us in all our consultations, and grant that we have in thy fear always before our eyes, and laying aside all private interests, prejudices, and partial affections, the result of all our counsels may be the glory of thy blessed name, the maintenance of true religion and justice, the safety, honor, and happiness of the Queen, the public weal, peace, and tranquility of the island, and the uniting and knitting together of the hearts of all persons and estates within the same, in true Christian love and charity, one towards another, through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. This is the prayer that they say in Parliament. The happiness and unhappiness of the Queen, and starting it out, talking about, hey, we don't know. Anyway, we know say everyone at the Parliament here and them agree with it, but who's going to change it? Just like our Prime Minister in the election thing say, right now, we don't see why we couldn't be Queen, you know. You know, why we have to go over this about Queen business and Queen. We have to get rid of the Queen, the monarchy. Well, this is how much years now in power. We not here should do that yet. We not hear that come up back again. That not come up back at all. People are complaining. As a matter of fact, most Jamaicans believe say we would be better off under the Queen instead of under Portia. So I don't know if they prefer work under a foreign woman than a local woman. Me don't know. Because if you want to put the color thing right now, working under a white woman in America, in England, and working under Portia, so Portia, I prefer you work under she still as a Jamaican. You understand? Yeah, it's nicer if the world could have feel good at work under Portia. But it look like Portia can accommodate so much people. The Queen can't accommodate no, because she has been accommodating a whole heap of people in our old colonies for centuries. And when we say the Queen now, we are talking about her successors and the ones who came previously before she. We have been working under her, and according to most Jamaicans, when they was working under the Queen, them life was much better. Now them get this woman from the bowels of the working class. It's a terrible place today, you know, in the bowels of people, you know, because you know, say any little thing you go and get flushed in a toilet. So, we don't know if we want to work under anybody, for that matter of fact, because now you have man, no partial now. Him not look for no queen and no prime minister for work under now. He might work under anything where he can catch by the road. Yeah, that's a ticket.
ABC Electrical Sales, total source for building materials. Delta, Eagle, Cutler Hammer, Westinghouse, steel, cement, and much more. Plus free delivery island-wide. 754-371-425.
The time by ABC Electrical is?
Yeah, the time is 42 minutes. Sorry, 2:42. Not 42 minutes. It's 2:42. It's 2:42, right? It's 30. So I get confused already. It's 70, 60, 18 minutes to 3 o'clock. More?
Total 2s now open in Kingston. Total.
Raymond Price, Andre Hilton, and Ronnie Tweed. So 3 members of parliament come out and say it cannot work. We have to change that. Okay, news time.
This is news from IRI FM, Jamaica's non-aligned news voice.
Good afternoon. I am Natalie Campbell with the local and international headlines. The head of the fire brigade says a significant shortage of fire units in the country is affecting the performance of the department. Acting Commissioner of the Fire Brigade, Errol Mowat, says the country is lacking some 40 units, which cost approximately $2.5 billion. According to Mr. Mowat, a fully equipped unit costs approximately $50 million. He adds that there are not enough fire stations in the country. Opposition spokesman on environment Dr. Andrew Wheatley is calling for the government to halt its plans in relation to the Good Islands development. Dr. Wheatley says government's approach illustrates precisely what he calls antagonism and combativeness are characterizing the relationship between itself and key environmental interests. Dr. Wheatley adds that the opposition remains resolute in its stance that there needs to be full disclosure regarding the planned development of the area and the negotiations with the Chinese. He says the entity that is to carry out the environmental impact assessment should be different from the entity which conducted the environmental scoping study. Dr. Wheatley was making his contribution to the sectoral debate in Parliament this week. And in news overseas, a U.S. soldier held captive for 5 years in Afghanistan will return to the U.S. tomorrow. 28-year-old Sergeant Bo Bergdahl will fly to a military medical center in Texas for the next part of what the military calls a reintegration mission. Officials previously said he would be reunited with his family there. Sergeant Bergdahl was released on May 31 in exchange for 5 Guantanamo detainees, a deal that has been criticized by Republicans and some Democrats. Finally, UK Foreign Secretary William Hague has announced the UK will increase its military and educational aid to help Nigeria tackle Boko Haram. He said Nigeria's army would receive extra training, especially in counterinsurgency tactics, while 1 million more children would be given schooling. This is the latest promise of Western help since Boko Haram abducted some 200 girls in April. Since then, the Islamist group has stepped up its attacks. Those were the local and international headlines. You can go online to irifm.net to view some of the stories. You may also follow us on Twitter at IRIFM_news. Major news at 5:45. From the IRIFM newsroom, I am Natalie Campbell.
That was...
You know, everybody in the football pitch, I know, me get the headline news. Me the headline news on IRFM say me choose Brazil.
But, you know, I heard that rumor, and so I was wondering.
Is that
if it's
rumor? So what you say? Me make a bad mistake, horrible mistake.
Yeah, because, you know, Argentina is a team to beat.
No, me know that you want to say all the while. Me hear you on the radio talk these things, you know, about Argentina.
Yeah,
so all right, tell me something. You hear this news where Wayne Rooney get £300,000 per week.
Yeah, man, that is still news now, man. Man United.
No, I mean, not still news, but I mean, since we know the football speech, I know. A man get £300,000 per week.
For his salary, but in reality, in England, you know, remember that they have a tax thing that if you get a certain amount half what you get is gone to tax. So in reality, I'm getting half of that. Not
But
really
brethren,
300,000.
if him get 50,000 pound a week,
Still a lot.
yeah, 50,000 pound multiplied by 100, you know, enough money that's in the rata.
That's
All
true.
So these World Cup footballers, like how much them earn per week? So
Well, it depends on which player. It depends on which player, because I would say Rooney is getting 300,000 pounds. Ronaldo is getting a crazy amount. Messi is getting a crazy amount. I don't remember the exact amount off the top of my head right now, but
Messi I get 292,000 pounds.
exact amount off the top of my head right now, but
Messi I get 292,000 pounds.
Crazy amount
Per week, and I'm a 26 year old.
But the thing is, no, I think they deserve it because it's the market they are in.
Yeah.
And it's a big business.
Ronaldo I get 288,000 pounds per week, and I'm at 29.
Well, imagine that.
Eh?
Imagine that.
No, all right. What may I say now? What may I say? These, so you don't know like how much them get per week.
Per week, we could find it out for
I mean,
at the World Cup.
The paid, yeah, at the World Cup. It's not raising at the World Cup.
Because FIFA will be paying the each nation, after the tournament, and that will be working down for the players.
For the players.
For the winning team, I don't remember exactly how much the winning team will get, but the players will get a significant amount of that as well. Because as you go further, you get more money.
Yeah.
So at the end of the tournament, players will be paid out of that.
Okay. So for FIFA get for their money? I mean,
TV rights, TV rights is a big thing.
No, the members of FIFA.
You mean like JFF and stuff? Yeah, man. Because remember, if you had qualified for the World Cup, you got a certain amount of money. So at the end of the tournament, all teams are qualified. FIFA is going to pay them directly a certain amount of money.
All right. So in the argument now, before the World Cup start, whether you say why Brazil now go ready and this and that. Well, that's about South Africa too. To
me, you always find these things whenever a big tournament is not staged in Europe. To me, it's a Western bias as far as I'm concerned.
All right. You say, if, you're not like that when you go in Europe, but South Africa, Brazil.
Trust me, everywhere else it's kept outside of Europe or maybe even North America.
Yeah.
You find out that the Western media starts to say certain things, like they're trying to make a certain bias about the tournaments. So that's it.
Me, I'm going to say I carry America. Oh.
Maybe it's a green card they want.
No, yeah, what that's why America.
They're not getting on the group stage. I don't even think they're going to even win one single match because they're not going to beat Ghana, Germany, or Portugal. I don't know where they're getting that from.
Me kind of like Ghana still, but you know, you see me from your picnic. A Pele. I come like Pele ringing at me ears. Till now, me a big man. Even though Pele done gone, bad done long time, me still a thinking in my mind, Brazil.
And it depends on the era, because I grew up in the 90s, and I like the Argentina team with Batistuta, the 94 World Cup. Maradona was a shell of himself, but I still love that team, and ever since that time, Argentina.
Well, you have people that say Maradona the greatest footballer.
It depends on which way you look at it now, because what they did at 86 was really special. And but personally, if I'm going by greatest, I'm going by the amount of titles you win. And I guess people from Argentina will be killing me right now. But if Pele has 3 titles, 3, he's the only one I think to have 3 World Cup titles. So I mean, that's unheard of.
Yeah,
that really is unheard of.
Well, so where you put Maradona?
He could be second greatest, or I guess because of the impact he had in them, because what Maradona did was unreal. So you could even have him joined first, but Pele, you can't take that away from him. 3 World Cup titles.
You can't take that away from me neither. Pele are the greatest. Just like how me say Muhammad Ali, even though we are here say him fight with him, they did rig. You hear that story there?
With who? Foreman?
Yeah. You never hear about it? No? Yeah, man, them say them rigged it.
Because, I watched so many reruns of that fight, and if that fight was rigged enough, I mean, Foreman was beating him, so.
Them say the fight rigged. Believe you me, but
that's a lot of punishment.
Apart from that, there's nobody can tell me say Muhammad Ali not the greatest boxer.
No, ever. I think he is, and I was even around that time. I watched a lot of his fights.
Well, the same thing with Pele.
It's just the era.
Yeah, the same thing with Pele. Pele are the greatest footballer. To me, Maradona really comes second for sure. But me hear people talk about Maradona greater than Pele.
Because to me, like, I don't even get caught up in that, because to me it's like you have a group of the greatest players, because In my view, Ronaldo, the original from Brazil, is the best player I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Yeah, because that's how when you're born and you come
he's the best man I've ever seen. And I think he's better than Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo right now.
And all the other things them are where you hear.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't even get into that. But it's a group of the greatest players. And if you're in that, to me, each man, they should be okay with that.
I can't of him time and energy when put in.
Yes, definitely.
Anyway, so we'll see where we go on now. So what, you bet them physical money?
Not yet.
Upstairs?
Not yet. I think Brazil, they should get through this group.
But what? No, man, you don't read no more news for IRF.
Argentina all the way, man.
Mark that down here, sir. Him now come in here again, come with no news with me inside that about the phones. I did that thing about Argentina.
Messi.
All right. So, what to Germany?
They're a really good side, and they're one of the favorites, but my one concern is that they had a lot of injury, little problems coming into the World Cup with certain key players. So if they get it right, and believe me, I personally want them to drop out from the first round because they beat Argentina in the last 2 World Cups. I don't want to see them.
All right. You know, say if you go around town, you see, believe you me, you know, so the flag them I say like.
That's true enough because every car you see in Ocean, especially taxis.
But you know, say most of the flag them you see in a Kingston there, a German flag.
German flags, really?
Yeah,
oh,
German and Brazil.
I'm seeing especially Brazil fans.
I see some Argentina flags still. I mean, the German flag are flying enough in a Kingston. Which flag are flying enough down here?
I'm seeing the Brazil flags.
Brazil flag enough down here. All right, well, we'll see. We'll see how it go.
I mean,
it's going to be enjoyable. I used to them have a TV, a big like a football post.
Where in Brazil?
I sell for 1 something million.
Whoa.
You never hear about it?
No, that's all.
Yeah, them say them make a TV as big as a football
the goal is
goal.
That's a lot.
Where them a sell for 1 point something $1 million for what to go World Cup and. But I love about a football a thing like that.
That's true.
Man, but I just build up a place and charge money for going there.
That's true. That's a large TV.
Anyway, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks.
Cool.
Yes, we're there with you. Step in. Razor. Coming through. You see that TV, they were big like a football goal. Don't be surprised, you know. If you go in one of the garages to them and see one string up in the middle of the road, you know, you think so we're drunk. TV, 270-inch TV, me say, don't be surprised if during the course of this football season here, you go down in one of the garages now if you don't see one of them. Trust me, that's how we stay. Come see, man, watch out. At Jamaica first, me see DVD in a car, you know. And me a drive in America enough, and me never see no DVD in a car until we come at Jamaica here, we see DVD in a car. Believe you me. So, watch it. Hear them say Jamaica poor. Hear them and say people who drive car can't say them poor. David, easy. David said the dirty labor right them. And the plywood PNP them. You think him a joke? So as we go into June, I tell you that June is a very serious month with all heap of things. And June the 15th is Father's Day. Them not really Uncle Father's Day like our Mother's Day. You know, fathers don't need to buckle up, you know. Because you notice when Father's Day come, we don't get no notice certain way. Believe you me. My daughter them used to ask me for money to go buy a gift for me. Like, take them easy. Daddy, you know about it? They say, where you want it for? Well, buy a gift. Yeah, that's so. And so we go out with father, you know. After we treat them so nice, you know, say them go to school, the whole of their life and all them things there. They will ask me for money to buy a gift for me. Anyway, we have on the line here Dr. Herbert Gill, yes, anthropologist and lecturer at the Department of Sociology and Social Work, chairman of Fathers Incorporated. Good afternoon, sir. Yes? Dr. Gill? Where Dr. Gill there? No, Dr. Gill there. Kind of ghost business are going on. Anyway, Dr. Gill is, as we say, chairman of the Fathers Incorporated. I am trying to remember if it was, what name again, social dean there, Well, Bridget, a dead name again. Yeah. I think him did start the organization. I'm not sure, but I'm going to ask him anyway. But I'm watching him Dr. Matters, Daddy's Matters, at the Social Science Lecture Theatre, Saturday, June the 14th, between the hours of 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Yes, Dr. Gill?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I tried to remember if it was the dean there, Barry Shepard. Was Barry Shepard the one who instigated this Fathers Incorporated?
Yes, he founded it in 1991.
Yes, I remember. All right, now you have a thing named Daddy's Matters.
Yes.
All right, this is an event that is taking place, but apart from the event, actually, what is it that this organization is trying to achieve? Hello? I'm gone again, you know. That's where I'm going. What a going. I cut out.
I tell you.
Yeah, I saw it go. All right. No, I was just trying to find out outside of the function, what is it that this organization is trying to achieve?
Well, Fathers Incorporated, when it started and until now, we have been focused on trying to provide the first block of social change, which is knowledge. Right? And so we're trying to provide not just fathers, but mothers as well, you know, the knowledge frame as to the importance of fathers and how we can have some stability in the home. Because if you look back at where we're coming from 1838, from 0 fathers to the 42% that live with their children and the 70% that children have access to. It's a long journey. We're trying to see if we can help people understand this journey and also help them to be able to have a stable setting where their children have access to both mother and father, because we know that is the ideal for all children.
All right. So how you go about doing this thing? We should have seen from how long now we do this organization is about. How you go about securing this?
Well, we started out by having a Model Fathers Award, which we've held for 12 years.
Yes.
In which we highlight 5 outstanding fathers, and those fathers become a kind of role model fathers. But we've also done some very serious work in the sense of we've initiated Boys' Day helped to initiate Boys' Day across the country. We've actually adopted over 10 families, in fact, crisis families, where we basically just adopt the children and work with them, both boys and girls, because we do not discriminate.
Yeah.
We've now taken on 17 different families who are in crisis, where one person has decided to commit suicide. That was not our original role, but that's part of what we're doing now. We've had over 300 open forums and lectures in the 23 years in terms of informing people about what's happening.
Yeah. The organization involved in this trust with them have now about taking children. Children must not be found on the street after 9 o'clock. Is the organization part of that whole?
No.
Why not?
We can't take no credit for that.
No, not taking credit, but I mean, are you a part of making sure that this thing is maintained?
No, we've never had a discussion on that matter.
Okay. Because what happened now is that that initiative, a lot of people might not want to say it, but we're going to say it. That initiative originated with a man who's in prison in America now.
Yes.
You know that?
Yes, I'm aware of the situation.
Yeah, he was the one who said that after 8, no picnic should have on the road, or else the mama have to go stand feed. We are talking about doodles.
Yes.
Doodles we are talking about. Now we see the government, the police take it up now and is making something out of it now. And I just wanted to find out if this is part of your agenda.
No,
really, not part.
Our agenda is very singular. It's to educate people, because, you know, the 3 bars of change is knowledge, human resource, and physical or capital resource.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you give people money and they don't know what to do with it, they usually kill themselves. So we're very focused on trying to educate people. And in fact, we just listened to some testimonies of persons who have been trained by groups that we have been involved with, and who tell us that just one man that you train and put in one community can change that whole community.
Whole community, of course.
It's been an awesome 23 years, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. This thing now at the university, Saturday, June the 14th.
Right, that's the day after tomorrow.
It's what, a discussion? Is it an all-day event with entertainment?
It's a 4-hour conference in which we have 8 different presentations.
Yes.
Covering sex, covering money,
yes,
domestic violence, murder, suicide,
yes,
roles of fathers, the family court and men.
Okay.
Everything that has to do with man will be covering on that day to make sure we can get the fathers educated. And we keep asking and we're begging the mothers and other relatives to come with the fathers. Don't send them alone, because the mothers need to know, the women need to know what men are going through too, so that they can live better.
Definitely. So you're going to choke up any fathers from up in the garrison, then if you come up there, everybody have to find them way.
Fathers are coming from everywhere. Fathers Inc. is completely inclusive.
Okay.
Even fathers who are not fathers yet.
Yeah, but you have some fathers who is mothers still, and you have some mothers who is fathers too.
Everybody.
The singular family thing is something where in Jamaica are now prevalent.
And I have been reminding people that we finish at 5, which give them 1 whole hour to get home in time for World Cup.
Maybe you should have one of the television like when we just talk about up there. We're big like the goalie, the goal. That them have to go away, you know them way there. Anyway, all right, so this is happening from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Social Science Lecture Theatre.
SSLT, Social Science
Lecture Theatre on Saturday.
It's a massive theatre, so everybody can come. They don't have to be sorry for us, so we don't have enough space.
Yes, all right.
We'll find the space and refreshment and tell them to come.
All right, the matters to be addressed: men and family planning, the roles of fathers, domestic violence, and silent night. What is silent night?
Because men don't report domestic violence, you know.
That's true.
It's silent night. And then a man get licked silent night.
Yes. And murder, suicides in Jamaica. Yes. The rights of men as fathers, men and family court, sex matters to men, and money matters. All of these things will be discussed in 4 hours.
8 different presentations and interactions for 4 hours.
All right. Well, give thanks to the connection, and we always want to highlight these things. Very important. Dr. Herbert Gill. Give thanks, brethren.
Blessings.
Yes. It's very important. Very important. Dada matter. Whole heap away. Even myself, yeah. My father died when me was 8 years old. Can't remember a conversation with my father in life. May I tell you? And a matter of fact, I can't remember seeing him and my father, and my mother sit down and have a conversation. And that's right there. Whole heap we grew up that way there. But we still love my father, because my father never do me nothing. In my 8 years, if he did do me something, it's that imprint in my consciousness. Imprint in my consciousness. If it was something seriously terrible, it would have imprint in my consciousness. Anyway, this is the stepping razor, the art of war.
What does 300 ml?
Anyway, there's a match between Croatia and Brazil. Croatia is 1, Brazil 0. Nobody upstairs will say I laugh, no, you don't believe you, they will say I laugh upstairs there. Croatia scored against Brazil already in about 15 minutes of the match, God. All right, so we go back to normal programming, you know. We know, say, last week we read a statistics about children.
Your computer might be at risk.
And
for technical support, call the toll-free number.
60 children was murdered between last year, January, and May. And that 40 children was held with gun. And when them talk about children, now we are talking about below the age of 18-year-old. So it's teenagers we are talking about now, where them find with gun, and how much of them get held with gun. Now, we don't know, in Jamaica, it's like, we don't know, it's like when you think the thing gone bad, thing get worse. You know, it's like, okay, what else could happen that surprise you? And then the next day, something surprise you even more than the day before. Now, we don't know how this is possible, but we know about it in other countries, and it's going to sound gross. So, you know, say, you know, like, well, grossness is something where, if it grows, it just grows. Yeah, that's right. If it grows, it just grows. So here I know. I don't know what else could happen that surprise you, but then here comes something that surprise you. Them find a cell phone in a man rectum. I mean, like, really, why a man want to hide a cell phone for going to prison? You know? Officials of the Kansas Spring Police lock up in St. Andrews, Jamaica, were baffled when a prisoner started complaining of extreme discomfort and was unable to perform his normal body functions. The prisoner, who was on a rape charge, was rushed to the hospital, and after numerous officials finally got to the bottom of the problem, an X-ray showed that a BlackBerry cell phone was deeply lodged in the prisoner's rectum. Police sources say this is not the first time the prisoner had been caught with a phone in a body cavity. He was scheduled to undergo surgery last Friday to remove the cellular phone lodged in his rectum. The man is not easy, Rasta. The man push up a cell phone in a rectum because he want to make phone call in the cell. Now we know, and this is the gross part of me, I tell you, say gross, right? In Texas, when we used to tour enough in a them place there, and we woke up some people and we attacked them about certain weird things. And some doctors and nurses say, it's enough time man come in there with a push up a rat in them rectum. Rat. Why a man that want to put a rat in them rectum? When I try to prove. You know what I mean? Like, say not come from monkey. I mean, really. Now, this man with the cell phone in his rectum now. This is the way how he go smuggle a cell phone. We cannot forget that a Jamaican woman, after years of feeling this pain in her stomach, went to the hospital and found that the doctor who performed a surgery on her actually left the scissors in her. You never hear that? You never hear that news there? Yeah, earlier in a year or last year. The woman did a walk around with the scissors in her. The doctor performed a surgery on her a couple months or years back. And then it started to develop in a certain way. And when them go look, it's a scissors in the woman. I wonder what happened to that. I wonder if Keshima and Samantha can figure out that for me now. Which part of that woman they know and how is she getting on after them removing that scissors from out of her? That is really some serious lawsuit, that's what you know. But this man you can't sue nobody. A film thing. Anyway, we don't want to get to the bottom of that because me and we are talking about bottom of things. And me I say, there's no way things can get worse. After you read this, you say, but nothing can worse than this. Up comes the next thing. We say Jamaica full of worse things, you know. Jamaica. That's what I tell you last week, you know. Last week, after going outside of Jamaica, like you're going to a country, everyone knows that we're there in Africa, we're in a country named Gambia, and we sit down in a Gambia for almost 3 weeks, and we don't hear no murder on the radio, no murder in the newspaper, and we see the police a walk without gun. And then when we reflect back on Jamaica, we realize how traumatized, at least I realize how traumatized we as Jamaican people are when it comes on to crime and violence in the country. We are traumatized to the point where things that is horrific seems to be the normal thing. And when it happens, and after a while, we just say, sure, you know, why you want to see them find a man head down at the gully, you know? You want to see them kill a woman with a woman kill a baby, you know? It's a nonchalant thing. It's like, yeah, it happened. What's new? That's not news because them things not happen all the while. You know, you know, a woman kill her picnic and throw down in a water tank and all them way there. You say, yeah, you know, and everybody marvel. The man them will rape the 3 or 4 women in a St. James there, including a little 80-year-old girl. The whole island is in outrage. Them all are on 2 man, and then them end up finding out so the DNA no match, so the man let go. Where the hell is that case gone? Where has it gone? Because if them did all on these 2 men and the police them say them 2 men, and the court say according to the DNA it's not them 2 men, those 4 women are 3 women including the little 80-year-old girl. Where is the justice? What is happening right now as it relates to that case? Because we had the lawyer pan this program already, you know, the same program earlier and when it just started. We had the lawyer on the program, and the lawyer who defend the 2 men them said there's no case against them because the DNA come show now says it's not them 2 there. All right. So if it's not them 2 men there, then who? It just done so? It can't just done so. Oh, no, here, I mean, it's like, after a while we forget, say, the thing no normal. It's not a normal thing that if a man going pan 4 women and rape the 3 women and the little picnic, it's not normal. But here we're abnormal now. This is the abnormal of all abnormals. 2 men rape a man. You can't go tell some people a foreign said that happened. That sound like that sound like Rome in its days of, I mean, really, not even that Sodom that happened. Yeah, that because you remember, you know, you remember. Say the men them of Sodom did come to get the 2 angels them out a lot house, you know. And Lot say, well, nah, let them go, take my daughter. This is the man I've got to tell the man them, say must give the man the Sodomite them and the Gomorrahite them. By the way, how them not talk about the Gomorrahite? A pure Sodomite them I talk about. It's 2 cities, you know, it's a twin city, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. But every time you hear about the Sodomites are people from Sodom. The Gomorrahites are people from Gomorrah. But we don't hear about the Gomorrahites. But Lot take him 2 daughters them to go gay the crowd, to make the crowd have them way. And the man them say, watch out, beat it, say, oh, woman, a man, oh, take the 2 man them bring come give it. Now you see them 2 man they know where rape them woman they, where rape the man. I would have liked to know which part the man they come from. How the hell Jamaica reach a stage there where 2 man hold a man by gun and knife and rape the man Rasta? No, really? Really? Believe you me. Jamaica, you know, she says something wrong. I mean, it wrong till it can't. I mean, it devastatingly wrong. The society, the Jamaican society. You want to talk about Sodom? Sodom was a little town. We go to Sodom already. We passed through Sodom and Gomorrah, at least where them said Sodom and Gomorrah was. We go down there, I go on our way to Jerusalem, we are rebel. We pass through there, so and them say, this was Sodom and Gomorrah the day, you know. And we say, when we look on the area, you know, it's not big like Kingston, you know. Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't like not big like Kingston, you know. And when me I say no, Jamaican live in a Jamaica you know, and we are hear about some things where supposed to make we jump and do some serious thing in our country. But we just sit down and we watch the news and we say, ratted, and that happened, and then little after now, that is it, and it done. Next thing, Next terrible thing. Now, you in a Jamaica, you sit down, and you get up, and hear said two woman, no, you know, because first of all, no, when woman a jog on the road, you know, you say, boy, all them women is a jog them always a man in here. Because sometimes you go airport, you know. Sometimes you go airport early, man, go catch early flight, you know. I miss some woman on the airport road a jog. I mean, I say, wait, things change in Jamaica, you'll go woman just a jog now, and first time you that woman is that kind of afraid for jog. But we look like the man them have to go afraid for jog, you know. Because them guys are not ease up. And what kind of man them there? And who them man there? Where them come from? A Jamaican them, I mean, really? Or them just fall from the sky or something?
Brazil's quarterback.
You see?
Happy now?
Yeah, no, we're happy. The man said Brazil score. What all, though? What all? No, but within the levels of this thinking now, think about it. And maybe you don't ever want to think about it because it's so frustrating and upsetting. But you see, if you sit down, you know, if you sit down and don't do nothing, you're part of the problem, you know. You're part of the problem if you sit down and don't do nothing. Now, someone might ask, what can you do? It's like a woman called me last night, you know, and she said, Muta, you think say it's fair for the government charge $45,000 if you have speed? I mean, I said, how fair is coming at that? She said, that's not fair, sir. You should not charge $45,000 for speed. I said, but wait. Really and truly now, no fairness nor in that. If you don't want to pay the $45,000, don't speed. And she said, yeah, but sometimes you not speed and the police still attack, but you have speed and all them something. And I say, me don't know about that, but me just know, say, really and truly, me no want to give the government $45,000. So here, is it true me know $45,000 it reach now? Me nah go speed. You could have deal it in my mind now, say, me no for speed. Me now wait till a man blink me over the other side of the road. And tell me, say, blink, blink, police down the road there, and I just slow down. And by that, it's the weirdest thing, you know. You drive on the road and it's like a funeral, yeah, you know. And you see, if you see that like a funeral thing, there, you know, say, yes, police down the road, you know. And then look after you see a man fly by your car to the opposite side. Blink, blink, you say, yeah, police really down the road. You see, when you see the car, two car in front of you, gone, I say, but wait, it's where I go on. I say, you realize the impasse, the police. No. The trick of it, you know, the problem with it is that the police them stand up at the same place all the while. So you actually know now, say, and that's the police them there. But them don't realize, say, well, maybe them realize, but they can't do nothing no more because the thing is that you must have, in that, I mean, I tell the police them how to run them things now. You only run the things now, police. I tell them how to run the thing now. You see, if you not have a man, if you not have some police set up at one area, we want to have them all the while, give couple meters down and have a next set of policemen there. Because you rest assured, that you see when the traffic slow down, you must know, say, everybody knows, say, oh no, there is so. But you see when the traffic passes, you know, it's that time the police, it's that time the man them start speed up, including myself. So all you have to do now is get a next set of policeman down the next part of the road now, and when the man start speed up at this, so you catch them. Because you're not going to catch nobody in the first stop, but you will catch somebody at the second stop. So, me a turn informer. Me involved with that, you know. Me involved with that, because when a man blink, me don't slow down. You see, after me pass, me press the gas again. So you have to set the policeman down the bottom of the road now. That's when me press the gas, you just catch me. And that's where it go. Click it.
I am 65 years and I enjoy playing with my grandchildren, but I often have different pains and I need an analgesic that does not interfere with my treatment.
Is reggae. And all them other liquid stations, what me say? A straight reggae. You hear that?
Yeah, we was talking about the traumatic experiences that Jamaican people are into and don't understand that they are in traumatic experiences. You know, I'm going to keep repeating these things all the while because it's very important, you know. There's a woman by the name of Harriet Tubman during the slavery days in America. she used to run a thing named the Underground Railway Road, where she took slaves from the south to make them reach the north. And she was very instrumental in moving a lot of slaves through this passage that them call the Underground Railroad. Now, Harriet Tubman have a very famous saying. She said, I freed a lot of slaves. I could have freed many more if only they knew they were slaves. If only they knew they were slaves. Now, Jamaica, we're in a serious problem. We might be able to do things to alleviate this crime problem and criminal intent by our brethren and sisters. But we sit and we say we can't do nothing. We might be able to stop a lot of these things if only we were not traumatized. Because when a person is traumatized, he is helpless. He makes himself helpless when he's traumatized. As a matter of fact, his trauma is a serious psychological imbalance to how him operate in normal activities. Not just the activity that traumatize him, but in different activity that has nothing to do with what traumatized him. So there is a psychological effect that runs deep in the subconscious of people who are traumatized by one event. And it leads to you not able to operate effectively in your normal everyday runnings. And this is what is happening in Jamaica. The crime is so heavy and arrest power that we actually believe so we are get through. And we are go through. But guess what? We're not going nowhere. Because all these guys sit down and talk about IMF business. Look here, man. If we don't solve the crime rate in Jamaica, we could have get $1 trillion from IMF. It's not going to help Jamaica. Because the crime rate is the biggest problem in Jamaica. How much time we are going to say that? They don't not see it. Only not to say the crime rate is the biggest thing in Jamaica. If we never have no crime and the people them poor and I go at them party and all them things there, you know, them wouldn't feel like how them feel. But can you imagine you in your yard and all you can hear a gunshot in your ears? And when you wake up, you hear your son dead? Or a woman head chop off around the corner? Can you imagine a man having him woman and him kill him woman and him pick me and kill himself after? That's some serious thing that you know. Then not going like say, it's a normal thing. Or it's not normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. And when it happened, we left that and gone to something else. Now here comes a thing you know. Male gang raped by men. How the hell me live in a Jamaica and see this in my newspaper? Yeah, I mean, male jogger, sorry. Male jogger raped by men. That is something we couldn't even conceive in my mind. Say, Jamaica, the land of wood and water, the land of reggae music, the land of all sorts of beautiful sessions and parties and all them things there. Monday, a male jogger was gang raped by a group of men in Queen Hill, St. Andrew. This is 2 men with gun. That means that the gay guy them is not some little gay guy when they look fine and I go like to them and go on like man or girls. That is the normal way to believe. That because a man walking and cock out him little finger them and this and that, everybody say, hey, see a guy, they make stone him. Eh? You have some gay guy now, trust me. It's like in America. The gay man them drive truck and have enough tattoo. You can't identify them. You know see it? So right now, you have man in Jamaica who is gay, where I drive big bike, I ride big bike around kitchen and I go and dance, and I say, yes, boy, if you're a gay guy, yes or no? And a lick shot for gay guys. And him, we eventually hold on a man in the day and rape him. And guess what? we wait for the next incident that is more gruesome than what is happening here now. This is a very serious state of affairs. Good afternoon, Ms. Gissan. Am I pronouncing the name right? Guzine. Okay, you are the Deputy Superintendent for the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse. What a long thing.
Yeah, correct.
All right. The first question I really want to ask you, you think that gang rape are increasing in Jamaica? Because time and time again, I mean, not only against female, but men. You think there's an increase in gang rape in Jamaica?
From where we sit at this soca, we have not seen that. We haven't seen that.
There's no increase?
No, we haven't seen. By the reports that we're getting at this soca, we haven't seen that.
Okay. So, is there a decrease? Hello?
I would have to check the statistics, but from what we're seeing,
yes,
I haven't seen an increase at all.
Yeah, we understand.
I would have to check to see if it's trending down.
Okay, so you don't have no statistics to show that it's trending down then?
Not on hand right now.
All right, so why you feel, say, Jamaican people feel so uncomfortable that a lot of young girls right now is being raped? Because on the street, it would appear that there's more young girls now that is getting raped on the street. And they are getting raped from men who them know. You know, so why is it that people feel that way? That there are more young girls, and why them feel that way? What caused them to actually feel that way?
Anecdotally, Muta, you might be hearing these things. Anecdotally. But coming into Sissoko, you are not seeing it. Coming to Sissoko, it's not there.
What is not there?
The gang-related rapes, they are not as widespread as we are hearing it at all.
Okay.
The statistics is not showing this wide-scale thing happening.
All right, so me ask the next question then. Do you think that there is an escalation of rape in Jamaica? Not gang rape, no, just rape in general.
Well, our reports, let me just check. Maybe you can go to another question. Let me just check the statistics here.
Okay. But you see, if I ask the next question, you might have to go to the statistics again. So it's better you just rectify the first statistics and then we'll go on to the next one. I don't want to really get you involved in the next statistics and then you're still looking for the first statistics.
Yeah.
Okay, she's in the office. Okay.
All right. For what I'm seeing here, the reports coming in is showing a decrease over the January.
Which one of them? The gang rape or the normal?
Rape. Normal sexual abuse.
Yes. It's a decrease in sexual abuse amongst...
Yes, the reports coming in.
Okay. Like for what? Like how much percentage? Like given that period of 5-10 years, or like what percentage? You don't,
no, what I just gave you is for a period January 2012.
Yes, to now.
2013.
Yes. Compared
to January 2014.
So there's less rape now than before that time.
I gave you sexual offenses.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about rape.
Not rape.
No, we're talking about rape now. We're not sexual offenses.
You're talking about rape.
Yeah, well, a man will happen a woman and, we're talking about rape, really, rape. Just like how them rape the man. It is alleged that 2 men raped this man, you know. And we know of little girls getting raped in a certain garrison communities, certain area. I don't know. Maybe it's not reported. A lot of them is not reported because the girl might feel embarrassed or the Dan might make them feel like something will happen if them report it. So it is not reported to your organization. But there is some feeling on the street that this thing is increasing, but you are saying you're not getting that statistics. You don't think so? You don't think because a lot of ones is scared to, like the ladies, just like the man, it is reported that this man was scared to make anyone know that this thing take place with him. You don't think that this is why it is not reflected in your statistics?
Well, I believe that is one of the case. because persons are afraid to report. And even for the males,
yes,
it is a belief that the stigma that is attached will cause them not to want to report. But we want to would love for them to break that cycle, Muta,
right, so
and to report.
So how you do that now? What kind of program you have that is lending itself to the openness of this thing, so it can solve a lot of these criminal actions? Or what kind of program you have?
What we do, we have community lectures. We will go out into the community and to inform persons about their rights. We inform persons of who they can report to, persons with reporting responsibility. If this happens to you, where do you go and report? And we speak about the confidentiality of the center. We make people feel welcome. We never disclose who our victims are. We never do that. So we want people to feel welcome when they come into the center and be confident enough that they can come and report without their identity being revealed.
All right. I know it is called investigation of sexual offenses, but is there a program to sensitize Jamaican, especially the female them, on prevention? How do I prevent myself from getting raped? Is there a prevention thing in this organization, even though it is an investigation of sexual offenses?
Yes, when we go out to have meetings, at least we tell people some of the precautions that they're to take.
So you can tell your listeners what is some of the precautions.
All right. For persons who jog, say you're jogging, it's good to go out in a group. Find other persons who go at the same time. Don't try to go out there all alone early in the morning because it can be dark. So you have telephone numbers for each other. Call. And then you can meet at a certain point and then you can go jogging. For young females again, because sometimes when they get raped, it's somebody who they trust.
Yes, them know them, yes.
Yes, females who walk home from school walk in groups. You're taking a taxi. I always say, whenever you're going into a taxi, fine, if you have a cell phone, you pin the number to someone to say, I'm traveling in this taxi. Send it to your mother. Send it somewhere to a friend. I'm coming home, but I'm traveling in this taxi. Sometimes you're going into a taxi, look at the persons who are in the taxi before you, even though sometimes you can't tell. But sometimes you may be able to make a good judgment.
Yeah. All right. We know that a whole heap of people have this idea that because of how women dress in the society, it lends itself to men wanting to have them way with them. You think this is part of a problem, or is the man problem and not the female problem?
Well, sometimes for persons who get raped, if they look, it's not what they are dressed in.
Yeah.
Sometimes men believe they want to have control and they want to have power.
Yeah.
So when I get a female to succumb to me, I have power.
Yeah.
Because we're living in a patriarchal society.
Yeah. But you have Jamaicans, you have Jamaican man and woman, especially some people who have the Christian ilk, who believe that it's because you dress that way, that's why you bring it by you. Like, you bring the thing by you because, you're dressed. You know, you have people who think that way.
Yes, I know we have people who think that.
So, you reverse that mindset, especially in the Christian thinking, because most of the time is some Christian mind will say, look how you dress, you dress like whore. Or you have any way of reset or redress that mindset? It don't have nothing to do with the woman itself, but it has something to do with the man.
Well, I would love to tell persons out there that a lot of times when persons report, or you see or hear them getting raped, they're dressed properly. Mm-hmm. But there are males out there who believe they have a right.
Yeah.
They might say something to a female and the answer they get is, there are males out there who believe they have a right.
Yeah.
They might say something to a female and the answer they get is not what they were looking for. So they plan in their mind, okay, well, I am going to get what I want. Yes. And they go to ends just to show that person that, look, I can get what I want from you without you giving it. So it's all sometimes about power and control and who exert that power. I have the power in my hand to do what I want with you.
All right.
So it's not sometimes all about what you're dressing at all.
Yeah, well, I don't believe that still. But this organization, is it a part of the police force or what part of deputy superintendent?
Sisoka is an arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Okay. And you're working in tandem with the actual police themselves?
Sure, because it's all police officers that we have at Sisoka.
Okay, mostly police.
Yeah.
All right. So now, and is this new thing that we see here now that really strike really some weird feelings in people. This rape of this man that is jogging. You can't give a little update of how far this thing reach, or you just don't want to comment on it?
All right. I will not be able to comment on that incident. But what I can tell you, and I can ask of our men, put aside the stigma. Come and report. Don't be afraid. Because having someone violate you in that manner has psychological effect. Yes, we know you are afraid. And I have spoken to a couple of men, of course, and some of them tell you, I would never go, I will, not go and report. But Muta, if as adults you're not reporting, so that the matter can be dealt with, and we the perpetrators are brought to book. What will happen to our young boys? Because if these perpetrators realize they can do it, and it's not reported, they will just go ahead and continue doing what they're doing. So we want to develop a trend where, yes, it is happening, but it has been reported.
All right. Is there a I don't know if a psychological department or training that the police go through in terms of traumatic experiences that people might develop? Is there a school for the police that you only deal with psychological behavior, or is it just something that you learn on the way? No, psychological would be for a medical practitioner. No, not medical. Not medical we're talking about now. Like, for instance, this man. Go ahead. This man who was raped, right? Is there a way to... can the police decipher the mind of this criminal person to find out deep within that consciousness, how is it that two human beings could reach that level? And in understanding that, you will be best able to prevent other things from happening like that, or less things happening like that. Because if you don't understand the criminal intent or the criminal mind, I don't know if you can solve the problem in the deepest sense of solving the problem. I'm not talking about no man shoot a man, but something like this. I think that there should be some psychological training for the police, not for the person who is the victim, but for the people them who is criminal minded to carry through this atrocity. I don't know how you see that. Oh, so you're saying that the police should get some kind of psychological training. Put in mind into criminal mind. Tap into the minds of the criminal, a perpetrator. Yeah, him should have a criminal mind. I see where you're going. This is how a criminal would do, and this is how now I'm going to use should know say, I'm going to go with one step at him. If I know what the criminal will do, I would be a one step up the criminal, considering that I am for justice. So I just don't know if there is any partition of the police force will deal with being a criminal. the police, I mean, we're not talking about being a criminal in terms of, criminal police. We're talking about understanding the mind of a criminal. Yeah, understanding the mind of a criminal. I don't know how you say that.
Not there yet, Muta.
You think that could be a good idea? You think that could be something that you would really suggest? Or because I suggest
it could be, because in the state, you have the profilers.
Yes. Yeah, like in certain countries, a policeman walk in our house and him look at certain things in the house and him know exactly what is the next move of that criminal. We're not talking about moving now. We're not talking about moving now. We're talking about real life. You go into a house, you see the evidences, you say, all right, you know something, this is what I'm going to do after. This is the profile. You profile him, you say, well, when he was a child, this is how he was brought up, so here we know. We're going to use him child life, how him get brought up and thing, and then we're going to use that now to solve him psychological movement as a person. I just said that maybe that is a possibility. That is a possibility.
Yes, I see where you're going with that one.
Yeah. Well, we want to give thanks for your time still. We give thanks that you really help us to, say. I really want. I still
we really want our men, Muta. And we really need this code of silence to stop.
Yes.
Everyone will have to start looking out for each other.
Definitely.
Stop saying it's not my child or it's your child.
Yeah, and it's not me.
It's not me, because sooner or later it might just be at your doorstep.
Definitely.
So we have to be responsible individuals, responsible adults.
Yes.
And start looking out for each other. And this is Soca number, if I might give you on the phone.
Yeah, the Soca number is 809-0336.
Yes, that's my personal number.
Oh, you should say your personal number then.
Yes. So you can call me anytime. The phone is never off.
Yeah, okay.
And the numbers at the center are 926-4079, 926-7318. And we have Sissoko offices island-wide.
Okay.
Island-wide. So
okay, give
be
thanks.
free.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Okay, Muta.
All right. Yes, click it.
Making insurance simple and affordable for over 50 years.
Ask why we say war and not the art of peace. If we had peace, we wouldn't talk about war. So here we are saying now, war is not the intention of shooting people down, and the greatest war you can fight is when you don't have to fire no ammunition and win. The art of war is an old Chinese philosophy that is also used in the business where you run business. You use this philosophy to guide you through business, how you can make your business run. It is the art of war. And when we say the art of war, just like how we speak to this lady, trying to draw out certain things, and still, even though we're drawing out certain things, we're still putting certain things on the board. That is the art of war. We don't just leave the thing out there for waggle in the ear, but we try to come to a consensus, say, maybe this is what should be done, and this is what can happen. So, we dip on the stage of world affairs, and what is happening there? You know, say, me can't say two man attack and not say nothing. What is happening there? Me never say nothing wrong. Me just say, what is happening there? Okay. Who me talk to? Who me talking to? Veronica Gideon or something. Yeah, she's a deputy superintendent center for investigation of sexual. Oh, you want me call out who me did I talk to? Okay, that is a normal radio procedure. I must follow the normal radio procedure. I was speaking to Veronica Gideon, or whatsoever, Gilzean, Deputy Superintendent for the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse. That is who we were speaking to. Okay, so we have done the formality here. And we continue to say that in the art of war, we speak of solving problems without firing guns and getting violent. Because you can win a war. You can have a coup without firing a shot. That is the greatest thing. And in Jamaica, it's usually we go talk about firing shot. Because the same man who you recruit for fire the shot, if him get some plywood, him going to fire shot at you. Because you know so you have some plywood PNP out there, according to the PNP minister, Damian Crawford. Because we're not talking about the dirty labor right them, like what him say. You understand? That is very, very rude of the minister to declare, but we're not coming out fight neither, not a 9-day thing. We're not going like so, all right, him say it already, him apologize, so you're depend it for. Yes, we're going to depend it. We're going to depend it because that is a thinking and a mentality. It's a thinking and a mentality. The mentality that says that we have Black History Month and now we say Reggae Month overshadow Black History Month, and we hear the same minister come out and say that Black History Month is not relevant. No, it's weird because almost every time I left this program at 5:45 and I'm driving home and I listen in the news, I hear something that I say, Ratty, you know, so I'm not have no program tomorrow, but I have to wait till next week to deal with that issue there, and it become problematic to me. Because I am listening to the news last week when I come off of the radio, and I hear this man from who's advertising the Denby, what them call it, Denby show. And me I tell you, say, in all my years of hearing about Denby, I think it's about 2 years ago, me say, you know, me going to drive go around at Denby because, you know, agriculture, we want agriculture vibes, you know, see it. All right. We go around at Denby. First of all, a lot of people, we should say yes, a lot of people. When we start to go inside now, we see a string of jump on, pure jerk chicken, pure smoking at the place. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk this, jerk that. Me say, all right, me not eat none, so it not really bother me. Because me as a man, me not make people that eat food over there so bother me. Because if them now hold me down and push the food in my mouth, them can't go and yam as much as them want. Yam your pig, yam your drunk, yam your dog, anything you want, yam. Me will sit down beside you. As a matter of fact, if me feel that chicken you eat, me go buy chicken for you. You understand? But we're going to this place, we're supposed to be an agricultural show. And I kid you not, the only thing in that place that interests me was the man with the cane mill. We was using the cane to make wet sugar, cane juice, everything. And I had him on the program too, you know. I was so impressed with it that I had him on the program. But I tell you, believe you me, it's pure made in China thing we see there. I said, this is agriculture show. All them things that reach in at this place here. Where is the... Nobody don't vet the people them to say, this is agriculture show, this is what we want. When you look on the people them who are dealing with the agriculture, it's just a little part. Just a little place. You see, man, I try to develop certain manure and, you know, scallion and onion and thing and say, all right, them I try. I mean, say, all right. I don't know why I got the impression that the Denby agricultural show, I would have go say agricultural things like worries. When we go there, me say, people are sell China wares. Me say people are sell, what them call them thing there, where the bend down plaza people them sell again. Them shampoo and all sort of things that me I say, me not come back at this place, Rasta. Me not come back at this place, believe you me. We see the minister pass through and then visit certain little part and all them things there, and me say, okay, where the big fat cow them when we supposed to see there, them big fat cow when me always see on TV and all the, you know, where the pig them there, where, you know, the pig rearing this and where the goat them there and where the chicken farm, them supposed to have all that chicken farm. And me I say, but me not see none of them things there. I mean, walk out the whole place. Me walk out the whole place. All me can see is food, and more food. And most of it is not healthy food. Most of it is smoke, pure smoking at the place. That means I tell you, I come out of the place and feel like I eat 1 year worth of chicken. Believe you me. And it's crazy. Anyway, so last week I listened to the news now, and I hear this man attack. This man, which it imprint on my mind. I'm glad I reach back here, you know. I'm glad I never have to go away today, though. Because I said, no, I have to talk about this man here. This man here is the best. Where the thing. Anyway, let me play the man. Let me play the man. Let me play the thing. I ask the newsroom for this. And them furnish it for me. So let me play it where him say on the news when me hear, when me vex through me a drive. Me feel like a drive come back, you know. Yeah, me feel like a drive come back at the stage and say, watch you now. Stepping razor not done, you know. Me have half hour more. Me want to talk about this little idiot brother here. Because me not understand how it's like this government have a plan where we do it's like an unwritten plan. Believe you me, because it's not the same government. It's the same people them around the government, you know. But it's not the same government. The mindset, because these people who are around the government now was very radical and very, you know, want to see changes and them thing there. So when we say them come now and have a little youth that say Black History Month no relevant, meanwhile he must say Black History Month no relevant, we see the Minister of Culture in a Emancipation Park a large Black History Month. I say, wait, this is where I go on. Dear man over there, so I said Black History Month no relevant. And the Minister of Culture in the park a launch Black History Month. A confusion in a room. Then now, we see this man here, after we fight and struggle, for put Emancipation Day back on the calendar of Jamaica, the 1st of August. Emancipation Day. After Rasta, because we not forget Jalide, who passed away. We not forget the man there who struggled to say, yes, Emancipation Day, I have to go back on the calendar. Because the 6th of August, yes, the 6th of August, yeah, but it's Emancipation Day, we have to put it back on the calendar. Only if you come here this man, you know.
It is important that this year, Dembe attracts 80 to 100,000 patrons, moving them from all across Jamaica. And we have strategically chose August 1, 2, and 3 to reignite the spirit of emancipation. So, if you want to be happy about us being emancipated, then the place to be will be the Dembe Agriculture Show. And it is the only national event that will be staged in Jamaica during the Emancipation Weekend.
Sorry. Okay. We could say what we say again. Can Mr. Damian Crawford say or tell us that what that man is saying is utterly rubbish? That there is no intention of the Jamaican government to eliminate or separate. There is no intention of the government to fuse Emancipation Day with the Denby Show. So we feel very emotional about it because it's something we fight for. Me remember the brethren and sisters in them, we demonstrate, we fight for say, put Rex Settleford, one of their greatest scholars, was part of that struggle to put back the 1st of August on the calendar. And now we hear a man saying that there will be no other national event. And if we want to talk about Emancipation Day, we must come emancipate some jerk chicken and jerk pork and some Chinese goods. In a one place, we're going to have about 100,000 people. You are draw 100,000 people in our place. And what you... Who's telling the vendors them what to sell and what not to sell? But you're supposed to have a place that this is what you're supposed to sell, this is what you're not supposed to sell. Because there's a lot of crafts craft market that we see, that you can't carry certain things in those craft market. You understand? Because you don't want the same goods we are sell in the arcade coming at the place. Because that's not the time and place for them. All right. So, isn't there a person who is saying, okay, you paid for this stall. What are you going to sell in the stall? Are you going to sell jerk chicken? Because we have 1,000 jerk chicken people already. We don't need 1,001 jerk chicken people. It's better you sell jerk pork. Because we have jerk chicken is sold already. So if you're selling jerk pork, you can come. But if you're not selling jerk pork and selling jerk chicken, we don't want you in there because 1,000 people there already. Somebody who sell in a Bendong Plaza, go rent a booth. And then bring all of them having at the Bendong Plaza, all the made in China, made in Taiwan thing, come in at Denby Agricultural Festival. Shouldn't there be someone saying, look here, this is not the place for these things. And then you will come tell me now, say, after we fight for Emancipation Day, you come tell me now, say, me must put that with where you are talking about, pick it.
Greatest washing powder there's ever been because breeze clean clothes.
War. I would just lament over this government failure to pursue a culture of Africanness, considering that the majority of Jamaican people are of that stock. And we see that everything that has been there before is now being, I mean, it's going under the table. When we come on to the consciousness, the black consciousness of the people, we mentioned Black History Month already. We say this guy come here now and him attack something else. And we can even mention more things like that. Where we see them try to now push it under the table now and say, well, you know, we have more important thing. I mean, the people them believe that there's more important thing. But when a man can come, it's like, why is it that nobody's coming out from the government and say nothing about it? Because remember, you know, and this is that's why I know said something wrong with the government, you know. Watch you know. Who can forget Mike Henry in the house talking about reparation? And Peter Phillips, who was once a Rasta, walking up and down Kingston, preaching the gospel of 12 tribe of Israel, trying to bring people to the fold of Rastafari. Him, Peter Phillips, was mocking and jeering the opposition member, Mike Henry, about the same reparation thing. So, maybe it's not, maybe them never, I don't know, maybe it's plan it too, you know. Maybe them plan it because one time you can't say, yes, well, one man, but 1 man, 2 man, 3 man, 4 man, 5 woman, and all of them. It can't be something just happening. So it come like it's a systematic plan by this government to wipe out anything that we just like. Hey, what are them people Rasta? We pass, me a youth and me pass through the stage where them tell you say if them find you with a Malcolm X book, you can go to jail, you know. And my mother I forgot to take the book them and throw down the gully, down a James Street gully. Me don't forget that, you know. When we used to live when we used to live where the lane named Tex Lane, and they will move go Gresham Road. The government at the time, which was the other government, the blackest prime minister Jamaica ever have, and him depend on the $5,000 bill right now, ban everything black because of Walter Rodney. Even the book when named Black Beauty, about the hearts, was banned in Jamaica. And I cannot forget that as a youth, we as youth read Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael. We have to hide the book them and them go raid one place where we have some meeting. Them raid it in a Duane Park, not Duane Park, Patrick City. And it's like we get a tip off, said the police them come raid the place, and we take all of the book them and go stash them somewhere else. And some of them get stashed in my yard. And when my mother hear say, on the news about the police them and raid the place to get the book them, my mother take the book them and go throw down the gully. Because she don't want her son go to jail. Now, in this modern 21st century, we reach a stage now where everybody's supposed to get conscious. And we have a government in Jamaica now where these people was part of that same, as a youth, me as a little picnic, you saw their meeting where them man there was. Them man there where we see right now a rule thing. Here come a youth now I tell we it's a Black History Month not relevant, it's an American thing. Here comes a member of parliament who was a Rasta. I tell the opposition, the opposition leader about reparation. Here comes now a man, I come tell you, say, watch out, we are fused Emancipation Day with Denby show, you know. So there's no more argument, no more national event that will take place right now around Emancipation Day. Everything about emancipation I forgot to deal with in a Denby. We are going.
It is important that this year, Denby attracts 80 to 100,000 patrons, moving them from all across Jamaica. And we have strategically chose August 1, 2, and 3 to reignite the spirit of emancipation.
The question is, who choose? We have strategically chosen this time of the year, strategically, you know, who strategically choose it? Can somebody please explain to me? Because him is not working by himself. When him say we have strategically chosen. Who is the we that has chosen to fuse Emancipation Day with a Chinese craft fair, jerk chicken, jerk pork craft fair, into Emancipation Day when we are trying to liberate ourselves?
If you want to be happy about us being emancipated, then the place to be will be the Denby Agriculture Show. And it is the only...
You hear the man say now, you emphasize it, it is the only. We, not me and you who are listening, but we, whosoever is organizing it, we say it is the only
national event that will be staged in Jamaica during the Emancipation Weekend.
We have to accept that. Can somebody from the government please let us know publicly that what this man is saying don't go so? Please, may I beg you know, can somebody from the government, and maybe I should have said Damian Crawford, because Damian Crawford seems to be now the voice of the voiced, is almost, where am I put it, coming out of the box to say certain things, even though I'm in the box, but I'm kind of coming out of the box to say certain things. Can Damian Crawford please listen to this man thing and tell me say no go so? Please. Yes. Click it. This is the stepping razor. Jimmy Riley coming through world of contradiction. Man, say never know the police could have go prison. That's our society where we live in now. We don't think the police can go to prison. You understand? Neither politicians. All right, we want to read this thing out because we think it's very important. The government is going to do some things here when it comes on to motoring and motorists in Jamaica. For those of you who have never heard it, we want to make sure that you hear it here on the stepping razor. There will be a traffic fine hike. By the way, a policeman give me a message for Goonie, you know. Yeah, him stop me. Them stop me the other day and tell me, say, well, it's weird, you know. You know, some things happen and you wonder how it happened. I can tell you something now. There was a man that drive without license. For 20 years, he might drive without license, you know. Live a country. 20 years him a drive without license. And the day him a come in a town to get him license, police stop him and charge him for a drive without license. Now, all the while me there I say, boy, I need to go buy 2 tires, you know, I need to go buy 2 tires. All right. Yesterday, me a drive to go buy 2 tires. I touch Charlton Road and turn on Waterloo Road. Is a police stop this or no? The man start to search and look at me car and say, Muta, you need 2 back tires. I say, you don't say that tire me I go buy it, I believe you be. Anyway, the policeman now with this man, you know, who a check the car them, him say, Muta, why you give these man with these, you know, the bike them with the 4-wheel? Tell him say we after them. Because a whole heap of man I use them things I know for criminal activities. Those 4-wheel bike where them have about the place. So this is a warning. The policeman them is having 0 tolerance with these 4-wheel bike according to them. Okay. This is a statement here now. We just give thanks to the news. On Monday, the 2nd of June. No hour. The 10th of June, the 12th of June. On Monday, the 2nd of June, Cabinet approved certain changes to the law relating to ganja. These relate to the possession of small quantities of ganja for personal use, the smoking of ganja in private places, and the use of ganja for medical purposes. Approval has been given also to a proposal for the decriminalization of the use of ganja for religious purposes. These changes have been under consideration for some time, but the necessary internal consultations and consequential refinements had to be undertaken before submission in April for Cabinet's consideration. The changes to the law contemplated are not novel. The decriminalization of ganja in Jamaica has been the subject of considerable study and recommendations over the years. A 1977 Joint Select Committee of Parliament, which reviewed ganja use and legislation, stopped short of recommending its legalization, but recommended that there was a substantial case for decriminalization for personal private use, with no penalty for quantities up to 2 ounces. It also recommended that the prescription of marijuana for medical use should be lawful. Over 20 years later, the National Commission on Ganja, referred to as the Chevans Commission, Barry Chevans that is, conducted an all-encompassing review of the subject and submitted its final report in August 2001, recommending the decriminalization of the private use of small quantities of ganja. Yes. All right. So this statement by Minister of Justice in reform to the laws relating to ganja, this was said already, you know. This was said already. They give approval, them don't stamp on it. The proposal for the approval has been given also to a proposal for the decriminalization of the use of ganja for religious purposes. This relates to the possession of small quantities of ganja. All right. Okay, so what is happening is that we're getting nearer and nearer to what has been the cry of most Jamaican people, to the decriminalization and hence the legalization of the ganja. We give thanks to the news. We give thanks to it. Okay. So now, while no people are work with stepping razor, I tell you, everybody feel good about the stepping razor. Everybody have chip in. We give thanks to that, you know. We give thanks to that. Everybody is part of the stepping razor right now. You understand? You don't notice it, Brian?
Yeah, man, I like that right now.
Oh, gosh, man. Everybody are pushing them a little bit. Click it. I want to try to read it before what them call the latch of business. Anyway, traffic fine hike, speeding ticket charges may rise up to 300%. You know, me and a lady did have a big argument last night about this thing here, you know, and just I try to say, boy, right now, you know, we don't really find no fault with it because if it try to help save a life, if a man tell you, I'm going to charge you $45,000 for speeding, and you have said that too much, all right, so I'm to when the man has speed and a little picnic, how much money, how much that value, you understand? Anyway, you'll find are coming from motorists who commit traffic offences under the proposed new Road Traffic Act, which was tabled in the House of Representatives on Wednesday. If lawmaker pass the proposed statute in its current form, a new offence of driving and using a handheld electronic device, such as a cell phone, will chuck a fine of $10,000. I totally agree with that. I am totally in agreement with that. I am totally agreeing that nobody should be driving and have cell phone at them ears and a text. And I really even go further than them. I say that cell phone should not be used during work hours, because there's a lot of hours being wasted because workers stop them work to talk on them cell phone. And I have seen that happen in the hotel sector, where people who are clean out place, instead of them clean out the place, them sit down at the place and talk on them cell phone. Anyway, there's a fine that is going to be $10,000 for anybody found using cell phone while driving. On the other hand, motorists who use a car television within the driver's line of sight while driving will be slapped with a $13,000 fine. I don't know why a man should have a television in their car. Anyway, Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, said the use of cell phones while driving is a major issue internationally. Quote, we believe it is one of the reasons people are being distracted, unquote. Dr. Jones reasoned, adding that this provision is a major step in the right direction going forward. I agree with that. Motorists who accumulate significant numbers of demerit points above the threshold for suspension and have been escaping the law will now have to contend with the Island Traffic Authority, which has been empowered to suspend license. Hear that? Under the proposed new law, the authority will keep a driver's offence register and has been mandated to suspend driver's license. If a person accumulates between 10 and 14 demerit points, his license shall be suspended for 6 months. With an accumulation of 14 or more demerit points, but less than 20, the authority shall suspend a permit of driver's license for a year. Dr. Lucian Jones told Gleaner yesterday that his organization has been fighting for years to have the ITA installed with the requisite power to suspend driver's license. He explained that at present there is a gap in the law and the only recourse is to go to the court. Dr. Jones is of the view that this development will help to restore discipline on the nation's road. And motorists may have to think twice before flooring the gas pedal, as fine for speeding would have skyrocketed in some instances by more than 200%. The police and road safety authorities often cite speeding as one of the main contributing factors to accidents and road deaths. Motorists who exceed the speed limit by 50 kilometers an hour or more will be slapped with a $45,000 fine and in default of payment to 1 month imprisonment. You hear that? All right. 1 month imprisonment or $45,000 fine. A driver who exceeds the speed limit by 16 kilometers to 32 kilometers an hour and is prosecuted by the police will face a 200% increase in fine, moving from $5,000 to $15,000. Noting that speeding and careless driving were the main reasons for crashes and road deaths. Dr. Jones argued that the increased fine for this offence should act as a deterrent to motorists. If the fine for speedings are sufficiently high, we believe it will make a difference in terms of conformity with the law. That is what is coming. Very serious, serious thing. Now, me want to ask the law now. When a lady, because me and my lady in a contention with this thing and me not wrong her still. When you're driving home late at night, okay? Why am I not easy now? All right, because we have said before. All right. When a lady is driving home late at night, like after 12, and the stoplights say red, and there's no one coming neither left nor right of her or in front of her, should she actually stop at the stoplight until the thing say go, considering the atmosphere that we find ourselves in now in Jamaica, with anything can happen when a lady, and not even say a lady alone now, because I have to stop talking about ladies alone. You understand? When a gentleman or a lady is driving late at the night and stop at a stoplight and she don't say nothing, or he don't say anything, will the police really prosecute the person if they go through the stoplight? Considering the atmosphere in Jamaica now, where stopping at a stoplight might cost your life or your car, or you might have to join Andrea Williams on the bottom line. I don't know. We need to figure it out, because I am not suggesting to any person to really come from a party at 2 o'clock in the night. And when you look right, look left, and look right, and look left, look right, and look left. By the time you start to look right and look left, a guy just look left in your pocket and shot you. You understand? So, it's something we should need to consider, really. My wife said Brazil gone 3 and Croatia 1. Okay, the man look vexed. The man look vexed. Oh, Brian said, if I go with anyone, we win. A Brazil, may I go where you could have deal. Anyway, I can't.
Grace Ketchup has no added preservatives, no artificial coloring, at new low prices.
What I like to know is what's up with the down at Kingston Public Hospital, where people love jump off of the building. They're so regular. Like, you know, Jamaican. All right. You know, all right, I'll show you how me know say something wrong with we. Really. You know, a man they climb up on a building there already and jump, and him up there, and the people them down at the bottom of the thing and say, jump. And the man jump off. He jump in at the spike them. All right. When the policeman, long Ochi saw, when the man is up on the ground, you know, and the police have the gun for them, you know. You see the people that were gathered and say, shoot him. And the policeman was got 2 shots at the man, you know. Now here comes the next man again, jump off a KPH building. It was going with a building there. It looked like a pole vault, or what it looked like? It looked like some Olympic design place where people decide so much. A male patient at the Kingston Public Hospital is receiving treatment for injuries sustained after reportedly jumping from the 3rd floor of a building at the facility. How much time people are going to jump off of that building there after? What is happening in KPHS, why so much people are jump off of that building there? Yesterday evening, a man jumped off of the building again. How much time we hear about that now? This is almost about the 3rd or 4th time we hear about man. You know, say if me sick, me not go down a KPHS. Because maybe something down there where I love to jump off a building. No, me don't want to go to KPH, if me sick. Because maybe there's something there that is saying, jump. You understand? It's weird. Come here, you know, other building where people are jump off, so. How come you don't hear nobody that the bank them down and new kids so that jump off of them high skyscraper building there? What is happening in a KPH is why man a jump off of the building? Is there something that is drawing them to that specific area? Is there some nurses down there that is working the good old St. Thomas science and the people them that when them go down there, them feels like they are superhumans. Them say, okay, I can fly. Them following my boy June. I believe I can fly. Although this is the last part of the tune, it's a helicopter him after the last part of the tune. So when him say him believe him can fly, him knows him have a helicopter. You go set up on KPH building. Boy, you talk when you believe you can fly. You think, my boy, are idiot. This is the stupid razor.
Tried it over heels and over.
Him dead, when you look Nari. A brethren know me and him used to go right round the island and play black music. We him pass with Nari from up in a Granville. We want to play the sooner in remembrance of Nari. Yes, the brethren who, as we say, we used to tour with round the island and play black music.
Since Muta.
And you say you just come from Africa?
Yes, so coming from a far away, we're coming from home, coming back home again, you know?
You know, so we just come from over there too.
Yes, how was it? I hear many great things about the trip.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So where you was? Ethiopia, Kenya? You tried it there?
I was in Ethiopia and Kenya.
Okay. I know where that in Ethiopia. What you was doing in Kenya?
I was with my production partner over there. He's been over there for about 4 months now, shooting some TV shows. And doing some films as well. So
that's wonderful.
Doing some work over there, you know.
Okay, that is nice. And that is on the east part. We was on the west doing some work over there, so you know.
Right, so proper coverage.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah. So you're back on the island. How long now you come forward?
Just a few hours. I came last night late.
Oh. You don't say. We are trying to get you last night.
True.
Yeah, we are trying to get you last night because we advertised it June the 12th to the 16th Pinnacle thing, Earthlight celebration for Leonard Owen. And we are June the 12th, Thursday lunch club at Pinnacle, June the 13th, each one teach one, Haile Selassie High School. June the 13th again, tribute to Leonard Owen at Tough Gang.
At Tough Gang, but we're not doing Tough Gang until the end of the month.
Oh, so that no in there again? Oh, that put off?
No, that put off.
Why they put it off? Why you put it off?
Because time's short and I was supposed to come in a few days ago on the permit and, you know, the system set.
All right, so June the 14th, Hands, Hearts and Heritage at Pinnacle. June the 15th, Conversations about Dada Owell at Pinnacle. And June the 16th, Chanting and Groundation at Pinnacle. So right now as it stands, the only place apart from Pinnacle is the Haile Selassie School.
Right.
Okay. All right. Since you're gone and come far, well, I don't know if between last night and now you could know what happening, what transpiring up on the Pinnacle. So what is happening up there according to what you report where you get? I know you must have been keeping in contact with what is happening.
Well, I'm here now on the grounds of Pinnacle.
Is there where I call you from? Is there?
Right. Okay. Yeah, man, we're up on the top. You know, Thursday lunch club is happening, so we're having reasonings on the inside right now about creating generational wealth. And then we just finished our Amharic classes, and then after this we're going to be talking about sustainable living, you know, and using new technologies to empower ourselves. So it's a diverse cross-section of conversations happening today.
So about how much ones up there? How much ones is there?
It's only a few ones are up here, maybe about 30 ones are up here right now. It's so much.
Yeah.
We're hoping to see more ones, but you know, who is supposed to be here will be here, and we're documenting as best we can to share the information internationally because we've been having a whole heap of people reach out and ask if it can be live streamed and thing, but you know, the internet not up here properly yet, so we're working on that.
Yeah. So is there under development or development taking place since that time until now? Is there anything or everything is at the same position?
No, there has been some development happening at the hands of us who have been up here, Sister Hodesh and Brother Paul and other ones who are trying to preserve the space from theft because there have been a lot of people coming up here and stealing the stones, stealing the rock.
Oh, yeah?
Apparently, from what I hear, Pinnacle rock going for the highest price now on the road. That don't sound good.
Okay,
you know, because there's a lot of limestone up here as well, and then you have the bat caves with the bat doodle.
Yeah, so what happened to the developers now? Where did you come in contact with any of the developers?
I haven't come in contact with any of them. From what I get to understand, there are some other ones who are here, I can't call their names.
Yes, yes.
But there are some other ones who are who have been having conversations with them and with ones in the government about moving forward, but we haven't had any kind of interaction with the government from that time. No, they were supposed to send a team of archaeologists up here to help us do some research. Nobody don't come up here. They were supposed to help us put in a preservation notice around an area where we were suggesting Mrs. Howell's bones are and the house done build up. Nobody don't come up here, you know. So now that it's Mr. Howell's Earth Day, I see ones jumping around and pretending like they want to really be doing something. Well, you know, good. We're looking forward to seeing you so we can have some real conversations about how to move forward because it's not a joke thing.
Yes.
And, you know, we need to move forward now and see what is the next step.
Move,
prepare ourselves.
Yes. Okay, all right. Well, we just want to keep abreast of what is happening, and as we say, this month is Leonard Owen month, and all Rastafari from all over the world is commemorating this great man's landing on earth here, you understand? So we give thanks. And we give thanks that he's still there on the work, still there on the job, and we just say you move across Africa. We love that. that's the way to go at this
we're
moment in
trying
time.
to get the ones aware of what is happening and also to get some insight into what it is that we're doing. Because I've never done anything like this before.
Yeah.
I find myself moving and it must be off a divine inspiration.
Yeah, I need to carry I bring in at the studio, not to talk about Pinnacle, but to talk about your crisscrossing across Africa. From the other day, we know that you use your camera and thing, even in India, up to now I still don't see. Up to now, I still don't see the documentary.
You know, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I tell you, man have plan, but Jah destroy them plan them, put in what.
So when you say Jah destroy some of your plan them?
Yeah, because...
I wonder what you do. I wonder what you do for Jah destroy some of your plan them.
No, it's like, cause let me show you. I was wanting to release my film in February in Jamaica, but with all this activity with Occupy Pinnacle and thing, it just wasn't the right time, you know.
Okay, all right.
So
well, I still look forward
to everything balanced, but it's still coming forward same way.
And I look forward to the interview where you come in a vineyard, come sit down with me, sit down and I interview me. I look forward to that.
All right.
I love things you make me look forward to. You see, I love things you make me look forward to, you know.
Well, that is good still. That is good still, because there is room to grow, you know.
All right. So give thanks, Tanisha. Give thanks. We give thanks for the work we are doing. You know what I mean? It's nice.
Yes,
nice.
Sir. Give thanks, Musa.
People supposed to know. I mean, I talk about now in Africa. We are talking about in Africa. All right. Yeah.
All right, Musa. And so let me just tell you one thing too. When ones are coming forward, I don't want ones come forward expecting anything. You're coming to give hands and hearts to the heritage.
All right.
That is the whole purpose of Occupying Pinnacle, so we can all be a part of the rehabilitation, not just of the land, but of Rastafari as a movement and a principle, you know, not just entertainers, but educators and builders again. And Africa is still the mission. One love.
All right. We could try squeezing a little call, you know, since we don't take no call from the whole program. We could see if we can squeeze in a one call or a two call. Meanwhile, we are waiting for the call. We're playing this.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Motor.
Yeah, man.
All right. You see, most of what you say about the traffic fine increase and the need to have them fined for certain offense, like using the phone and speeding and them thing there.
Yeah.
They agree with them. Right? But what we see is that when them implement them thing there, and also create more space for policemen to take bribe from people.
Yeah, so what them supposed to do then? Tell me.
Them have to go fix the policeman side first. Before them implement. Yeah.
Or so make the people them go and kill the people them until fix the police.
No, we not say that neither.
But that is quite long too. That we fix the police.
No, Jamaica run still. The legislation are going to take the next 6 months to a year for pass. So them have that window to fix the police.
Who said that?
Eh?
Who said about take 6 months?
Yeah, but it's a proposal, man.
Look at them need money, you know. Government need money, you know, urgently. If it's just a door and them want the money. You could have wake up all tomorrow, man, and you said pass. You don't know them brother there. $45,000 for speed. You know what $45,000 that Peter Phillips get?
If him get any at all to all the bribe system set up, you know?
No, he will get it, man. He will get it. Trust me, he will get it. And that don't mean say some of them now go ease off something, you know, but they will get it. No $45,000, no $10,000 for seat belt. Oh gosh, man.
Yeah, and all the passions and all that.
Overload. All the one run Moshe, him feel it now. Because I suppose overload $100,000 for overload truck, you know.
I hear them talk about.
Run Moshe to put pan truck a man in time, you know, pay $200,000.
Ah, gosh, that truck there is a super truck.
Yeah, but you know, we know about the bribery and this and that, you know. But when I say, trust me, even if it's almost a fear, you're not going to want to drive too fast. That's the problem, you know. That you don't say, you know what, I get the government $45,000. So the chances of you speeding now is less. That mean no. Psychologically,
it might have that fear factor they might set in.
So you don't want to pay $45,000. So when you reach a certain place, you just drive slow. And I mean, see the way they do, you know. Me love when a man blink me over the other side, you know. Me love when I drive and a man blink me, man. Me just easy like that Christian. I was me passing, me just go like a devil rider, devil driver. Whoops, yeah, again.
And then you see the next side of the argument now where you talk about the late night driving and the stoplight and them.
Yeah.
More time, we say, all on Sunday and after 12, between 12 and 5 a.m. Then if you lock off some of them stoplight there, you know.
But they know man, it's not, no, but wait, no.
Hold on, are them just flash a constant orange light?
No,
so you know,
wait,
approach them with caution.
Me not agree with you, though. You what, though?
All right,
listen, if you lock off the stoplight, them, this is some little youth, we are, like Brian and him friend, them, we are come from party, and them not in a stoplight, and you are come from the other direction. Trust me. Them now, you know, it's the stoplight. At least the stoplight make it slow down.
Remember modify the proposal.
Yeah.
The lights flash a constant amber light.
Yes.
So you know you approach it with caution and you go on through once nobody knows.
I tell you, me no feel say nothing should have changed when it come out of the stoplight more than say you just approach and when you look right, look left, look right, look left, and you realize that you alone and the car gone. I just saw. Me no feel say them should have changed it. Jamaican people are easy, man. Them not see no light there. Them people, them never there no car now. Anyway, we have to move bridging because that program down. Yes. Step in, razor. It's we take chance and I take call them hours at night. There was a day we at night, you know, think I cut in age. But we have a way for go around things, you know. Believe you me, we have a way for go around things in Jamaica. And more if things don't work because we go around the things them continuously. Yes. Step in.
Yes, Mota.
Yes, step in.
Step in. Aye. Alabasha. It's just a fire from Miami, Florida. See?
Talk quick, you know.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, talk quick, you know, Brethren.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's Miami, Florida artist Rastafari from Mount Pleasant.
Why you listen to your radio, Brethren? I'm here to talk quick and you pull up the time.
Because I have somebody on the line first. I thought it was his voice in the radio. You understand?
Because you listen to your radio.
I'm not listening to it, Muta. Muta, Wagwan.
Me there with you.
Blessed love, Muta.
Yeah.
So look here now, I'm going to big up Donovan from VP Record.
Okay.
Because that's my best friend, you know.
Are your best friend?
He helped me to get out on iTunes and, you know.
Okay, give
thanks. And I'm doing my thing, you understand?
Yeah, give thanks to that.
Yeah, so, you see, I have a tune that come out named Pelico, you understand?
You take out the advertisement on the radio and then we advertise the tune for you. Here, Brethren, we have to go to our next caller. Yes, all right. So, he might advertise him tune. See them now? I tell you them people, I love frightened people with them news reports. Sure. We don't ever reach the time that I should run come in and come sit down for frightened people. You know? Make me never know what I want to say. We never know what I want to say. You know? After me and Samantha and Brian, that's was peaceful and sweet. They could put fear factor in our head, you know. Okay. Do I worry? I still not worry, still, you know. I still not worry.
Do I lose any sleep?